Yeah, I'd say yes to answer your question, but I'd be disappointed if that wasn't our mindset from the start of this campaign. So uh, all this is now is that it's a result. We have to get that result. So we've seen a big shift from boys. The hangover from that performance against Fiji, we had to throw it in the bin as quickly as possible because of the importance of this game. So, and I've been really happy with the response on the training field from it. Yeah, 100%. And we saw that at training today. Once we got into the grind of it, training, whenever the ball gets in the boys' hands, they're ready to go again. So that's what I really like about this group. After the game, it was so quiet in the change room because we knew exactly, the situation we put ourselves in. We were incredibly disappointed, but what we've seen is the next man. Whoever steps in this week, they have to do a job. It's as simple as that. Yeah, he's been good. I just want to make it really clear, it wasn't just Carter who had a tough day out there. There's definitely other people in the same boat, and particularly being in a position where I'm a halfback, he's a fly half. If we're losing that battle at the breakdown, it's a very tough day regardless. So he's been good though. He's really resilient. I'm really close with him. He's incredibly disappointed, of course, and the whole squad is because of that performance. But you've got to have a short memory, particularly given how important his preparation will be into this next game.
So Eddie was saying
At the start of the game, to take those threes, Dan Biggar is going to do the exact same thing with Wales. So all that is we've got to win the physicality. If we don't do that, we're on the back foot. Then we invite those opportunities for them to build that scoreboard pressure. So that started yesterday. We addressed that. There's more to that than just missing a few breakdowns or being late to that. We've got to make sure it's up here that we're there from the start of the game against Wales. Otherwise, we're chasing our tails really. No, we've got a strong leadership group, so anyone in that group's capable of taking that role. You saw Dave Parecki take over throughout it, and I missed that game. So we'll just have to see.
The response has been good. Everybody was really disappointed, with the result, but the response has been very good. They are a really honest group, one of the most honest groups I've ever worked with. So there's nothing dodged or nothing brushed under. This is where we went wrong. This is what we need to fix, and then we've gone about doing that over the last 2 days. I think it's whatever feeds forward. So if there's nothing that feeds forward, then we got to just move past that. Nothing gets brushed under, but everything's got to feed forward into Wales. There's no good looking at something really specific to Fiji that doesn't feed forward. So as a coaching group, we look at that. What feeds forward? What do we have to fix? That's going to be relevant moving into the Wales game, the Wales week, the whole training week, the mindset, how we play the game, and then we address it like that. Yeah. Look, I have to be honest, I worked with him for 5 years. He's sharp every day. And that's not blowing smoke up his backside. He's just that sort of individual. He leaves, no stone unturned. My first message came through at about 4:30 this morning. And that's how he works. He's got a great belief in preparation and leaving no stone unturned. And that's starting to reflect through the group. So, yeah, look, I think as a coach, I'd rather not be in a position, but you like these weeks. These are the weeks that you coach for, where it is basically you're playing for all the marbles. So I'd love to be in a position where we've won 10 from 10 and we're already qualified and everything. That's great, that's brilliant. But these are great coaching weeks, and I think they're great playing weeks. I've seen a real response from the two lads up here and from the rest of the group. They understand what's on the game. And nobody's shouting away from it. We're getting into it, so we know what we're playing for, and they're great weeks to be involved in. This is sport at the highest level in the biggest tournament that comes around every 4 years. So it's a great week to be involved in.
Do you get a bit of confidence having at the moment?
Yeah, I think they're probably backed. Under Warren Gatland, they've had great stability, and then he's moved away and come back. And I think one of the things that he does really well, I've coached against him quite a bit, is he brings belief in his squads. He gets them believing that they're the fittest, etc., etc. So I think he creates good belief in the squads, and his team's always tough to beat. Welsh teams have traditionally been very tough to beat, no matter where you play them. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I think he's done a great job there from where they were. You know, they're doing really well and then struggled under different coaching staff, and since he's come in, there's been a definite upswing. The breakdown. Yeah, you know, to lose that many breakdown turnovers is disappointing. So sometimes it's not just the ruck, it's the carry, it's how we look, how we present the ball. You know, so there's a lot more to it than just one thing. So we've been pretty good with that in the other games. You know, we looked at one or two other areas that we thought were going to be really important against Fiji, and you prioritise those in the week. And we probably should have prioritised a bit more on the ruck. Because it's always important. There's 150, 160 of them in the game, but like I said, it's not just one thing. It's not late support or don't work hard on the floor. It's a sort of a combination of different things. But yeah, you know, that's, like I said, that's our responsibility. How we set training up in the week to make sure we get those bits right.
The modern game's changed a lot.
Yeah, no, that's right. It's only half. And then, so they try. This is not the first training session. You guys on Thursday, like, yeah, tomorrow. So we're flipping it around tomorrow, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Interviews before training.
You might want to reissue.
Schedule or the meeting zone?
No, you've got it as the other way around.
Which the meeting schedule or the other meeting?
We take you for we're moving days, right? Who chooses music? Because I like it. This bit
Today or
oh no, the other day was my vintage was the Angels and Carl Chisel. So it might have been Eddie because we were about we're all at I do love karaoke.
I mean,
That's not a thing.
yeah, well, last one we got to like 8 o'clock. I looked up. We're a fair one. It's half an hour. It's not a simple one. I thought something the other day. One I was in.